Hey guys, first of all, thank you for everybody being here today. I appreciate it. This is something I created just for everybody here. This isn't something I've rinsed and repeated before. This is brand new. This is only for KW. And it's going to get deep today. I'm going to say that right now. It's going to get deep. I feel here at KW, we are a family. And I'm going to share some stuff with you today that's personal, but I'm going to share some stuff with you today that's actually my secret sauce. So a study by the National Association of Realtors revealed that agents with a clear sense of purpose, so an understanding of why, were 42% more likely to exceed their sales goals. This highlights a crucial role in mindset, especially purpose, and achieving real estate success. So I'd like to start off by, some people don't know me in this room, some people do know me. My name is Jay McNabb. I'm the owner of the Toro Group here in Barrie, obviously with Keller Williams. We were lucky enough to receive the #1 at the brokerage, top 13 in all of Canada. And in 2023, I did over $100 million in sales, over 200 transactions, and I created this team in just 3 years. Doing this and focusing on not only just systems and processes, but focusing on the mindset and the growth mindset, I've been able not only help myself, but help my team achieve great results. So as we go through the presentation today, again, I'm going to talk a little bit about my story on why I'm here, what's got me to here, and what makes me tick. Then we're going to go through basically turning pain to purpose. I'm sure a lot of us in this room have had some hardship, some loss, some pain. But when you can dig down and you find that pain and you can utilize that to your purpose, that's where we can all win. That's where we can all be winners in this room. And I'm very excited to kind of tap into that with you. And then we're going to go through a little thing together and I'm going to see your why. Who in this room knows their why 100%? And it's okay if you don't. It's okay if you don't, because we're going to tap into it a little further today. And I almost want that why giving you the goosies. I want to go that deep. And we're going to go in there together. We're going to go deep together and we're going to kind of dig that. And then we'll kind of get calm and chill. I'll lead us through a meditation. And then we're going to do a wheel of life exercise. And that's going to evaluate where our life is at today. Our life as a whole is probably not balanced. We probably want more time with our loved ones, more time with our kids. Is our career here? Is our career here? Is this? It might end up looking like a ninja star, but that's okay. In a year from now, I want to do it again with all of you. I want to be back here in this room with all of you. And I want to say, look at our wheel now. Okay. So here quickly, let's see if this technology is going to work. So this actually just dropped today. So this was a podcast I was on, and this literally just came out today. Remember coming from 8 cop cars SWAT on my street, and my house was ruined.
Today we are in the presence of an absolute weapon. Fox and took his first condo, 21 years old, $1 million in real estate, first year of business. Mr. James, appreciate that, brother.
The masses, their mind sees opportunity on Friday. My brain is wired to see opportunity. Sometimes you need.
And then turn your laptop.
Be yourself, and then some problems start to occur. We lost our house, we lost everything, and most importantly, I lost my mom as well. My mom went to jail. My why is that I would never let something like this happen to my family. My mom's 10 years old. I bought my mom. I'd done everything I set out to do. I could be that man I wanted to be, but that I couldn't. You have past pain, turn it into purpose. And dig deep, something like I've never shared before. I remember coming from home at lunch break. 8 cop cars SWAT on my street, and my house was ruined. My story. And now we're having enough. Hello. Okay. So my story. We all come from all types of backgrounds and we all hardship. And sometimes you have to be, I guess I always mess up, vulnerable, and kind of, be authentic with your true self. And growing up, it wasn't easy for me, right? I thought everything was good. And growing up as a kid, I played sports. I thought life was good, but there was a whole side of life that I didn't know that was happening behind the scenes with my mother, my stepdad at the time. And ultimately, I remember showing up and like I was mentioning there, 8 cop cars, cruisers, SWAT, just came from school, 10 years old, everything gone. House was raped. I didn't know what was going on. And I was just lost. I didn't know where to go. Went to my dad's house, and my dad kind of took me in at that time. And ultimately, there was this big addiction that was happening behind the scenes with my mother and my family that I just didn't know. And it was playing on me as a young boy. And everything was just stripped. It was just very pulled from me. And I had to go live with my dad. And time went on, and things were kind of going good. But my mom was my rock. You know, if anyone here is close with their family, like I'm an only child, and that's my mom. And I love her to death. And ultimately, fast forward, she ended up getting out, and she ended up getting out of jail. She did 2 years in jail. Ended up going back to live with my mom. And I just, when I look back, I never wanted something like this to happen again. Right? I never wanted something like this to happen again. I had no control. I lost control. Young boy, thinking that this male figure in my life was going to take care of my mom. And it all went to shit. I watched her get a dream. She wanted to own a restaurant. She did own a restaurant. Krista's, you know where Deb's is here in Barrie? My mom used to own that restaurant. Again, stripped from her, taken, everything gone. And when I look back at all that stuff, what's made me to where I am today is I told myself, I want to be a man. I want to lead by example. I want to be in control. I never want something pulled away from me again. I want a house. I want a house. The symbol of a house to me is very important. It's not just a house, it's a home. A place you can go and feel safe. And I've been lucky enough. That's why I have multiple, because no matter whatever happens in life, I've set myself up that nobody can take it away again. I set myself up in a way that now I can give this to not only my clients, my team members, and everybody, so they can set themselves up in their families that no one's ever going to take something from them. So I've been able to use kind of that to kind of get where I am today. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is just something I want to share. We all go through stuff. But if we can kind of use our pain to our purpose, that's what I want to kind of get into today. So I'm sure anyone in here with a raise of hands has had some pain in the room, had some hardship, has had some loss, right? And it can be anything, right? It doesn't have to be extreme like that. It could possibly even be more extreme. Again, we all have some crazy stories. That's what makes us who we are. But it's utilizing that. It's utilizing that. It's recycling that pain and using that pain to ultimately push you ahead. So that was my why. My why is my parents. My why is my parents. I don't have kids. I'm single. I'm 33 years old, born in 1991, born here in Barrie, Ontario. No kids. I just know hard work. Again, was working for companies before. Some of my background, went to school, got a marketing degree, came out, worked for Bush Systems here in Barrie, created their whole marketing report, marketing strategies, everything. Showed up one day, fired, gone. Went and worked for a developer, Skyline Developments in Horseshoe Valley. Got brought in there. I was working directly for the developer, went in there, rocked it out, sold both buildings on my own, running at every brokerage, doing presentations, sold them out. And then when I went to another development meeting, when they had a meeting, obviously there was nothing left for me to sell. Jay, hand in your laptop and your phone. Come on, cut. Used. So I said, what can I build? What can I build? What can I tap into? I got that hustle. I got that grind. I got that grit. But I keep getting used and abused. So luckily enough, I met up with my partner, Matthew Panowski, and we decided that we were going to start a business together. Ultimately, at that time, again, how I mentioned at the start, I started, Toro Group's been 3 years, but I started as a solo agent. Does anyone here a solo agent? Any solo agent, everyone on the team, solo agent? So I started as a solo agent. This was in 2019. And I got the ability, I had a great mentor. I hope you guys believe in mentors and coaches, strong thinking coaches. I have coaches to this day. And I learned the systems and processes of 15 years of real estate, and I was able to get it all mashed down, and I got it kind of accomplished in about 2. And kind of how does that work? So again, with my past experience, kind of going through all that, getting cut from all these jobs, I had nothing else to fall back on. It was sink or swim, sink or swim. If I don't do this, I'm going to have nothing. So I had to do that. Growing up, I couldn't read well. I had to memorize. I would be terrified to get up here and be able to do a presentation. I couldn't read. But what I did was memorize. So I used that as a tool when I got into real estate. Inbound, outbound scripts, I knew them better than my captain. Listing presentation, buyer presentation, anything, 98% conversion rate when I brought somebody into the office. They were converted to a 1-year BRA before I even went out and showed them a home. I was on these systems and processes that I haven't even seen people in 5, 6, 7 years be doing this. And that's why in my first year of real estate, I was able to do 43 deals. 43. Second year of real estate, again, Matthew came to me and said, man, let's partner up. Me, by my integrity and who I am, and always wanting to prove and show, said, not yet. Said, not yet. He took me down to a Kathleen Black summit down in Niagara Falls. And he said, man, we should do this together. I said, not yet. 1 more year. I want to make sure this wasn't luck. Get me, probably, it's hard work, but me, I want to make sure this is not lucky. So what I did, second year of real estate, went out and made $1 million on my own. $1 million. You know what that did for my life? It's changed my life. You know what it's done for my family's life? It's changed my family's life. It's not even just about me, it's how this affects everybody around you. And it all starts with the why. I'm telling you that because you guys can go through this whole week of Ignite, whole week, learning processes and systems. And when I got asked to come here, I was supposed to teach you a lesson off the slide deck. And I said, no, I'm not doing that. I hire agents, I fire agents, I bring people on. I'm a top producing team. And what I see from everybody is it needs to come with here. You got to have that dog in you. You got to have that grit. You got to have, when shit hits the fan, you got to stand up. You got to recycle that pain. Because I'm telling you, if you stay warm long enough, summer's going to come. It will come. But it comes within. It comes within. I could teach you right here some crazy door knocking strategies. I could teach you here some CRM. I could tell you how to use follow-up box. I can go into all of that. But if you don't show up with your shoes tied, you ain't running the race. And that's the biggest thing I've learned about agents by dealing with them, by being one of them. It's mindset. It's mindset. We can all go read a book. We can all go on YouTube. We can show up for these things. But the main thing is you got to show up for yourself. So again, I want to get into here. So I want everyone, okay, do me a huge favor. This is a huge moment for me, and it's a serious moment because I know, again, everybody in this room has the ability. Everybody has the ability to be that next level, to get to that next level. And I'm so excited to be in this room because I know what it's done for my life, and I know what it can do for your guys' life. Every single one in here, when you actually gear it down, pin it down, put it in 6 and just pin it, and where you can go. 365 days of mastering your craft can change your life forever. And it hasn't only changed mine. I got the ability to buy my mom a house that will never be taken away. I got the ability to buy my dad a brand new Suburban truck, cash, boom. I feel like an NBA basketball player, and I'm far from it. All those dreams and those goals you can actually make come true with real estate. And that's what I want you guys to tap into, especially anyone kind of early on in the career. You got to dig down with that. You got to be very clear. And I've worked with some of the top coaches, and I've spent tens of thousands of dollars on getting coached. And what they say is be clear. Be very clear. Where do you want to go? Where are you taking your team? Do they believe in your vision? Because if everybody's moving together, it's very powerful. And that's what you have to be, is very clear with everything. Okay? So I'm not going to be able to give you guys anything today that you don't already have. Everybody in this room already has it. You guys already have it. It's just digging down deep. But what I want you today, after we go through the wheel of life and kind of we do some stuff here, is I want you to take that 70%, kind of turn it up to 120. Just turn it up. We're kind of on halfway through the year, and this is the time to pin it. This is the time everybody's exiting real estate. This is the time we double down. We double down because I'm telling you, like I said before, you can stay warm long enough, summer will come, and this tide will change. This cycle will change. And you're prepared and you're putting in all that legwork. Remember, real estate is 3 months behind. So the stuff you're going to do now, you might not see for 3 months. Your momentum builders that you're going to do now, prospecting, door knocking, your follow-ups, your client parties, your pop-bys, whatever you're doing now, your momentum builders, you're not going to see that for 3 months. So outlast the weather, because it will come, it will change. And I want you guys to all know that, because it is tough times. I deal with it. I deal with a lot of personalities. It's like this right now. You cannot predict this market. You cannot. Years back, you could be, okay, we got a spring market, we got summer market, we got a fall. It's very unpredictable right now. You'll have waves of stuff. So stay focused, you stay locked, and the tide will change. So quick exercise, okay? We're gonna get on the back of that paper I gave you guys there, that wheel of life exercise, okay? I want you to grab that paper. I want you to write down 1 or 2 things that you need desperately done by the end of the year. Okay, when I mean desperately, this isn't like I'm gonna go out and buy a car, I'm gonna go out and buy a trip. This is something like I need this shit done now or I can't sleep. That's the type of desperately I need. 1 or 2 things, you might have a couple, it might even just be 1 thing. Desperately, you need done by the end of the year.
Jay, do you have extras?
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's for the original. I don't.
That's fine. No, I have original on USB. Like I mentioned, guys, this isn't buying a house. This isn't, going out for dinner, going on a trip. This is some change your life stuff, the direction of your future. I don't need a timeline beside it yet. Okay, good. So I'm sure everyone in the room here has had that enough moment, because I know I definitely had. When I just had it, I'm like, enough's enough. I can't do this anymore. It doesn't have to be work of personal. I cannot do this anymore. You start looking for help. Maybe it's to the man upstairs. Maybe you're just talking like, something's got to shift. Something's got to change. So what I need you to do right now, what you guys wrote down there, okay? I need you to put a year beside it. A year beside it when that's going to be accomplished. Okay? I would love for next year, if your family was in here, we're all together. I'm talking same time. I'm drinking the same coffee. Echoes playing. We're having the same mess ups with the technology, and we're getting that accomplished. We're getting that accomplished. Put a year beside it. Okay, now I need you to put a month beside it. Okay, January, December, we're going to put a month beside it. Okay, you want to be realistic with it. But again, this needs to be done. This is something that's not negotiable. We're not negotiating with ourselves. We're not going to say, done because it's comfortable. Okay, the reason people stop chasing their goal is because there's no consequence. If they quit, it doesn't matter. The goal isn't big enough. There's no purpose behind it. Have the purpose. Let's see the month. January to December. What's the month? Now, I really need this. I need you to write down 3 people beside that goal that you love, that they need this too. 1, 2 people. Okay? I want to see their names, not son, not dad, not mom. Names. Let's get detailed. Now the big thing is here's when you tap in. I'm going to give you guys a second here, and I really want you just to at least take a minute. Don't worry about people watching you, or this again, we're here as family. This isn't no judgment zone here. Everybody wants to be better in here. I want you to visualize right now. Visualize. How would it change their lives? Feel it. How would it change their lives? Do you see the look on their face? See them smiling? Are they laughing? What do they get to do? What do you get to do? How do you feel about it? Visualize that. Take a second. So as mentioned, people don't hit their goals because it doesn't have enough meaning. So if you guys are looking at this, what you're writing down, you need to feel it. You need to feel it. When I did that podcast, And when I was talking a little bit here, it chokes me up. I feel it in my cheeks start watering because I can feel that, I can remember that. And I need you guys to remember that. Whatever that is you work down, whatever is personal. Okay? It's big. It's big. It's bigger than this. Now, this is when it's important. Okay. I know some of you here on teams, the team lead and stuff like this, and it's very important. This is why a lot of us get on teams. It's accountability. Accountability is huge. Accountability is huge. So when you guys leave here today, okay, and you might say, oh, this is kumbaya, this is fluff. You need to call that person. You need to bring this into reality. You need to speak this. You need to call somebody, your accountability partner. If that's your team lead, if that's somebody on your team, or if that's your wife, or if that's your husband, or if that's your partner, whatever that is, you're going to call that person and you're going to tell them what you want to do by when and what's going to happen. Put it out there. You need to be held accountable. I need to be held accountable. We all need to be held accountable. Accountability is key. Accountability is what gets us there. And that's why people join teams. I have to keep people accountable all the time. So who keeps me accountable? Well, I have to pay for people to keep me accountable. So find accountability partner and really work with them and let them know how important this is to you. Because I'm telling you, we're so fortunate to be able to sit in this room. I'm standing. But be in real estate. Be in real estate. The stuff that it can do, I'm talking about 365 days. That is not a long time. 365 days can be life-changing. And I know, a lot of you in here probably been in real estate longer than me. And, and I respect that. I really do. But I don't want to be in real estate my whole life. I don't. I want to help people. I want to change lives. I want to make a difference. And God's got a bigger plan for me. I don't know what it is yet. But that's what real estate is. It can be whatever you want it to be. But it's going to be a big stepping stone for me to another level. And I ain't going to stop until I get there. And I'm telling you, all of you, I know we're still at KW, but you want to have that hunger. Because if we're going up against each other in a listing presentation, have that why. Have that why. So you guys all have your why. I'm not going to ask. I want you guys to hold that. I want you guys to have that close to your bed. You guys should be looking at that every morning. Does anybody journal in here? Does anyone have a journal? Okay. For anyone that doesn't have a journal and has been very skeptical of it, I would maybe look into the 5-minute journal. Okay? I've never journaled my whole life. Just started this year. Okay. I also don't read a lot of books. I haven't read a book in a long, long time. Listen to podcasts. Get the 5-minute journal. It's very clear. You can wake up in the morning and be very intentful, be very purposeful with what you're doing. And it just makes you aware. And it's actually been a big plus for kind of my growth and everything, and also balance, which we're going to talk about here. Because real estate can be a hustle. As my core group, All Hustle Mobile, it's a hustle. But that's what we don't want to be involved in. That's we want some type of balance. Because has anybody here experienced burnout? Yeah, it's a real thing, and actually maybe not want to do real estate anymore. I had one of my agents on my team ask me, like, Jay, if you really tried, could you do 100 deals in a year? I said, no, I honestly couldn't. Even if I worked every day, I couldn't do 100. But I think I was close to 60 one year, and maybe not even want to do real estate again. And that's now where I found a balance. So for me, my balance right now is 36 ends on my own year without leases. I do 3 a month as a team lead. Goals to come out of trading, but right now I still need to trade. So that's kind of where I found my balance. I like 3 a month. I can go in a flow. I leave now on Friday. I leave to Mexico. 2 weeks ago I was in Turks and Caicos. 3 weeks, like a month ago, I was in Bali for 3 weeks, and I was in Dubai. Like, I'm living life. And a lot of us, I think, get into real estate for freedom or to help people, right? And again, back to that one, right? So now we're going to get into a little exercise. I like this. This is cool. I'm not going to do the full thing with you guys. We're going to do a 15-minute because this is actually like when I do this with my team. This is a full coaching seminar, and this is actually like an hour and a half. It'll be up to 2 hours, and we really dive in. We do values, we do goals, we tap into the wheel of life, a lot of mindset stuff. And then also every year we do retreats with my team and we do goal setting. So every year we go out to Blue Mountain, bring everybody out there. I hire some of the best coaches for goal setting and we do all our goal setting. Everybody says what they want to do. And then it's my job as a team lead to bring opportunities. So that's a cool thing about a team too. Okay, so I'm going to get into this. So again, guys, we're going to come into a little bit of a relaxed stage. Okay, so you kind of just close your eyes at your own area and just kind of mind your own to do your own thing. But it's going to kind of guide you to the wheel of life here. So the wheel of life, you have actually the one sheet so I can refer to it. No, past that. I promise. No worries. So the wheel of life, okay, we'll you can do it from 1, I think it's 1 to 10. 1 will be kind of, you know, you're not really happy where you are at that stage right now, kind of in your life. 10 will be like things are perfect. Okay. Do you have a 10? Amazing, because I didn't have any 10s on my wheel of life. But we'll talk about family and friends. So let's just say family was like, you know, I always see my family weak. Family's really good. I'm like an 8 with my family, but like my friends, I kind of like, I don't even, like they call me and I just like kind of slough them off. Maybe I'm at like a 3 with my friends. Take that, divide it by 2, take an average. Okay. So we'll do that. And then just kind of really think, and don't overthink this. And we're going to go in and you're going to do it as we visualize and go through the meditation here, but don't overthink it. If a 5 comes to your head, it's 5. There's nothing right here. You don't have to show anybody this. I'm not going to ask to see it. This is just so you, when you leave here, you can evaluate where your life is at today and maybe where you want to put some more focus. And it just keeps us aware, because being aware and being conscious is very important. Very important. So I'm going to lead us through. And again, this is actually one of my coaches that I've hired that I do growth mindset work with. I've been working with him probably for the last 3 months, going on 4 months. And I've done, you know, I've never done breath work before in my life. I did breath work and I don't know if anyone's done it. I had lobster claws. My hands locked. And I went into some deep breath work and I was like, wow, it was crazy. Like, you see yourself, I guess, you know, a young boy, and it was actually really crazy the way you can tap into. And I work on communication. It is a lot of stuff that relates back to real estate. So we're gonna tap into the volume, right?
Turn that off.
Okay. Yeah,
Sorry.
because you will not be able to relax if this does
Yeah,
that.
no, that's what it's.
some other place that is presently inaccessible to them. This is the crucial point. Because of the ascension, the earliest Christians were convinced that the crucified and risen Jesus now present.
Something like e-commerce, swan on my shoe.
Hey, we are the present. Absolutely. So this first
Classes, their mind, sees opportunity. Stay true to yourself and just and most importantly, you know, my why is that I want that's something that's happening. And done instead of
Today we are the present. Absolutely. Guy brought and so this first condo. $1 million in real estate first year of business. A legitimate goal of a good business. Arguably, best goal of the game. And a great friend of mine because we share the exact same vision. And more. All the way from married to all the way from married. The big scale. I need one to see you here on the scene.
show there was for that. I think definitely getting on sleeves there and saying yes to an opportunity. Not being false. Just jumping on and just giving it staying true, staying authentic.
Yeah, that's what we have to do. I got very way to start like energy, like like very similar, like the next one. Right, sorry, I can do those. Where you but
I'm using that machine.
It's like every meeting or.
Very military.
Just want to talk about it, so.
Very military.
And then if someone doesn't know what SOPs are, like.
Yeah.
I know SOPs.
He's your integrator, standard operating procedure. And then you're like the visionary guy, you're just like up there, being loud, being the big. That. So hard. So I want to look at all of it. That's right now it's all. Is stick to what you're good at, and then. Like powering through your
Exactly, and it's huge, so again, the core that came from 408 school. Was, he's 10 years old, exactly 10 years older than me. 82, sorry, 81. I'm born in 81. Yeah,
You know, 81.
born in 81. Yeah, that 10 years different. And he really gave, I just wanted confidence from him. And he kind of really helped me kind of walking that gray line. Just kind of he had my back and showed me what needs to something I've searched for. I always wanted that sense of belonging. This man gave that to me. And that's why we're partners. That's why I go out every day. And that's why we click so well. We just get it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Okay, so let's go back a little bit to Jay McNabb. Before this bull of a man, you know, this guy is loud, killing it, like literally selling anything that you touch, essentially. That's how I see you, because you're like that.
Yeah.
You just mentioned your only child. What was like, what's that burning fuel behind you? How was it?
So that's a great point. And this is going to be something like